Hey everyone, and welcome back to my Dividend Investing channel. In today's video, I'll be reviewing my April dividends and updating all of you on my overall portfolio. But before we get into that, I want to say thank you to everyone for supporting me on all my social media platforms so far. That includes YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. I really appreciate it, and it helps to continue to share these videos so that we can reach more individuals who are interested in dividend investing, the stock market, and everything investing related. So with that being said, let's dive into the video. So compared to the activities that I saw in March, activities in April were slower but still produced good returns for my portfolio. The first company that paid dividends to me in my portfolio was Coca-Cola. They paid on April 1st and they paid me $4.31 in dividends. I then reinvested that back into Coca-Cola and was able to purchase 0.081 shares of Coke. That's going to bring me an additional dividend income of about 14 cents. The second company that paid dividends was Merck. They paid on April 7th and they paid me about 90 cents, which I then reinvested back into the company to add about 3 cents in annual dividend income. The third company that paid me dividends in the month of April was Realty Income, and if you know who Realty Income is, they pay a dividend monthly, which is pretty nice. They paid on April 15th this past month, and they paid me $1.29. I reinvested that back into the company, and I increased my annual dividend income by 6 cents. The last company that paid me dividends in the month of April was Bank of Nova Scotia. They paid on April 28th. They paid me about $1.01 pre-tax, but because they are a foreign company or foreign stock, 14 or 15% came out in taxes. So I ended up with a realized dividend received of about 86 cents after tax. So in summary, I was able to earn $7.36 in dividends for the month of April, and you can see how that compares to the previous months in 2021 so far. Again, like I've said on here multiple times, it's not a lot of money that I have in this account and not a lot of dividends that I receive on a month-to-month basis, but it continues to grow, and that's the point that I want to make with these videos. When you start out dividend investing, you have to look at the long-term goals that you have in mind. You're not going to get rich quickly or overnight. You have to play that game for the long term. When you look at Warren Buffett's net worth over the last few years and over the entire term that he's been investing, his entire life, you'll see that most of his net worth has been gained over the last couple of years, not at the beginning. So you have to look at this as a long-term game. If we look back at what my dividends look like for 2021, again, it's not a lot of money, but in the next 20, 30, 40 years, when I look back, I'll see that, again, I didn't start with a lot of money, but it'll be worth it when I eventually see that portfolio value go over my expected goals and the dividends are returning more on an annual basis than what I make at my 9-to-5 job currently. It'll also put me in a good position to supplement my income and my expenses when I do get older. Next, I want to show you a preview of the companies that will be paying me a dividend in the month of May. First, we have Verizon and AT&T paying a dividend on the same day, which is always nice. Next, we have Apple, and then we have AbbVie, Realty Income, and Colgate-Palmolive paying a dividend all on the same day, which is really nice. And then we round out the month of May getting paid a dividend from Procter & Gamble. I'm excited about all these companies as they're all on drips like I mentioned before, so I'm going to be reinvesting all those dividends back into those companies to produce more dividends in the future. Now let's slide over and look at the April summary graphic. First, we have a dividend received of $7.36 like I explained before. Next, we have a dividend yield of 2.56%, and that's down from the previous month only because I am investing in growth stocks like Tesla and NIO. My portfolio value continues to increase, but as it increases, it's a good thing even though the yield is going down. The portfolio value is now at $7,025, and then for the year 2021, we've received a total dividend of $47.58. My top 5 holdings have stayed the same at Tesla, AT&T, Microsoft, Coca-Cola, and 3M. And if we look at the overall portfolio now, or a screenshot of it, nothing really has changed other than a balance of $30, which I'll explain what I'm going to be doing with that here in a second. I'm projected to have about $17 or $18 in dividends in the month of May from the companies that I just went over. But overall, looking at this spreadsheet, I'm pretty confident that I've got a good group of stocks that I'm going to be invested in for a really long time, and that keeps my mind at ease. With the $30 left in the balance, I plan to invest either in growth stocks like Tesla or NIO, or just put it in the Vanguard position, which is my VYM ticker symbol, basically looking at the high dividend yield companies. If you paid attention to any of the earnings reports that happened last month, you'll know that majority of the bigger companies had their earnings calls. Some of those companies include Tesla, NIO, Apple, Microsoft, all the big names. They all had their earnings calls last month, and the majority of them were pretty good. I'm pretty bullish on Tesla and NIO, and if you've watched my videos in the past, you'll know that. So I'm looking to add more positions of either NIO or Tesla into my portfolio with that $30 contribution per month. I would normally invest in dividend companies or dividend stocks, but I feel like there's more opportunity to grow my portfolio with growth companies that are at a cheap price right now. With all of that being said, that concludes the dividend portfolio update. I really appreciate you guys sticking around to watch the video. Before you leave, please remember to hit that like button and leave a comment on what you would like to see more of, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram for more stock information updates and everything revolving around the stock market. Again, I appreciate it, guys, and have a good one.